Let's go.
No.
Oh, how about your favorite bedtime story?
Hi, moms and dads. Welcome again to another conversation on Parents Corner, where we inspire you as a parent with parenting tips, as well as bringing you stories of different moms and dads doing amazing things. And on today's conversation, we are joined by Anne Werimo Muhia, the proprietor and owner of Kenchic Butcheries. Let's see how much you can learn from her. I know you'll be inspired and take as many things as possible from our conversation. Anne Muhia,
Hi.
welcome to Parents Corner.
Asante, thank
How-
you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure to have you.
Same here. So
Here you are in the
now
meat
here
space.
In the meat space. And from my accounting now software background, I was able to approach it from that perspective. So in terms of setting up processes and systems, I set them up the way if I was to sell to a customer who sells meat solutions, this is how I would set it up for them. So I set it up for myself. So at the shop, you'll find a point of sale, a POS system. So you'll be given a receipt when you buy the meat. The systems in how we manage stock and orders and inventory and all that is all automated. You'll also find us on our website,
Nice.
kenchicbutchery.com, and you can also order there and we'll deliver to you. So it was a different approach. So I was able to do the things I used to do for my customers when I'd sell them solutions, but now for my business. It was different challenges.
In what way?
Managing employees. You're coming from sort of more of a corporate setup, where even your interactions are with business people and whatnot, and now you're dealing with meat merchants. So that managing employees at that level, I needed to sharpen my skills kidogo.
What did you have to change very quickly? What did you have to change?
It's a very thin line between me telling you, Evelyn, hey, hapo umekosea. The words I use, the tone I use, you could feel like I'm nakudharau kidogo.
Right.
Depending. Sometimes it's dependent also on I don't know. So it was hard.
Did you get that feedback?
Feedback on
From, say, some of the employees that you are managing, or you had a whisper somewhere that, hey, madam anakuanga ni kama anakuanga ametudharau or something.
No. I just knew to motivate them. I would need to do it differently.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think, and I know for your line of work, I know there's also a lot of gentlemen.
Yes.
Is it different managing, how is it managing men who are bosses in their homes and all that, and now they have a
I don't know.
different...
I'm more of a conversation. Like we have a lot of conversations.
Nice.
Where I want to hear their feedback because they are the ones who are essentially serving
The customer.
the customer. So I want to hear from them. I want to receive feedback and I want them to know I appreciate their feedback. So say for example, if they give me feedback and it's something maybe I'm thinking, labda hii, no. I will communicate back to them and I'll be like, this is why I don't think this will work. So we might not be able to implement this. However, when I find out something is gonna work and it comes from them, I'll be like, that's a good
very
idea.
good idea.
And so that they can see that you actually take their advice into consideration.
Wonderful.
And they feel like part of the team. Although that kind of applies everywhere. Yeah. It's just different tact of delivering the
Absolutely.
same. Yeah, but it applies everywhere.
Absolutely. So now you have been running Kenchic Butcheries for how long now?
Almost a year.
How does it feel like?
I've learned so much, Evelyn. I didn't know I could learn this much. Like I thought it was just like a plug and play. But no, I've learned so much. There's customer acquisition. There's a cost to customer acquisition.
Really?
Yeah. If
Explain.
you do, like say for example, now we have a website. You have to drive traffic to the website for people to then buy from the website, right? So we're trying to take Instagram more seriously, social media platforms more seriously. So you use search engine optimization.
Who would have thought? Software, SEO.
I know. Software is so wide because I mean SEO is kind of like marketing with a bit of tech, right?
Absolutely.
But I didn't know how to do that. That I'm learning on the job. And when I go into something, I immerse myself into it.
That's a good thing.
I want to learn everything there is to learn about that particular industry. I want by the time I'm like, yeah, I've made it. I want to. It's more like I'm looking at it not just for selling meat. I want to understand it for basically any retail product. So if tomorrow I want to sell paraffin,
you're able to retail it end to end.
End to end, yeah.
1 year later.
1 year later.
Do you ever imagine that things could go haywire with this kind of business that you're in?
Oh yeah. All the time.
What comes to your mind?
All the time. Meat is sensitive. It's like booze.
Booze is sensitive?
In terms of the stock management. It's very prone to pilferage. So ukikosa kukarada utacharazwa.
Wacha hata hivyo. Juu, when you talked about having a point of sale, the Kenyan in me, I'm thinking, I'm looking at that, I don't know why you guys call it a carcass, but either way, the carcass. Looking at that big thing that you, Anne has to figure out from hii yote, itatoka this much minimum I need to make from this carcass is this. It takes a lot of brain.
It's just mathematics. Let me show you. Imagine, even me.
Really?
When I started the business, it sort of intimidated me as well. But right now it doesn't because, I've done it severally. So you'll buy a whole carcass and the price will be per kilo, right? If the carcass is 100 kilos, for 100 bob, you'll pay 10,000 for it. So from that carcass, then you're going to do the process we call yielding.
Yielding.
Yeah, it will yield into this much of bone, this much of fillet, this much T-bone, this much ribeye, this much whatever.
Wow.
And then now so you use the system. It's not just a point of sale. It's actually a full accounting software. So you will receive it as a carcass. Then you will sort of like manufacture, for lack of a better word, from the carcass into these other parts. And then now you receive them into the system. And then now when they sell, the system deducts. And then you repeat.
Hey. It takes a lot of, that's a different line of business.
Yeah.
That's different.
But
you look like you're having fun.
I am. I come from a family of meat lovers.
You don't say.
I swear, my dad, oh my God, my dad used to buy us meat all the time. Like, mkipelekwa out ni kanyama.
Family gatherings, nyama.
Mbuzi, my brothers learned how to chinja mbuzi. I think they were in Form 1.
Wow.
They could change a whole mbuzi. So I come from a family of meat lovers, so I in fact I consume from my shop, so I can tell you it's good stuff.
That's good to know. That's good to know. I don't know if let me take it back a bit. I want to take you back to Githunguri.
Yes.
I know we focused a lot on the business person, the mompreneur, the software girl. Let's spice it up a bit.
All right.
In between you doing software and all these other things, when did you become Anne the mother? I know, they don't know, but now let's talk about Anne the mother.
Mom. When did this happen? So I got married and became a mom. Or rather, became pregnant and now became a mom.